Hi there, join me for a fun new idea on how to transform the new Crafty Life Project Kit flower arch into a beautiful soft and feminine memory keeping layout. So see you in a bit. Hi there, and welcome to a new episode of Inspired by a Card with Natalie. Today we're going to be working with the Crafty Life Project Kit Flower Arch to create a memory keeping layout. And this all came through inspiration from Carly T. Minner. She created this beautiful card for the Instagram hop, and I loved it. I love the soft tones, I love the blushes, I love the frame. So I'm going to use that as a starting point for my layout. So I'm starting by using the stamp from the Flower Arch Project Kit and my stamp wheel number 2, and I'm going to stamp 4 of them using pigment, obsidian pigment ink. So you're going to see how easy it is. I have an 8.5 by 11. All I have to do is just peel the paper, flip it, and I'm able to get, like I said, I'm going to need 4 of these images for my project. So I'm just taking my time. I'm going to go ahead and stamp them. Once I have them ready, I'm going to go ahead and bring out my sticky mat, and I'm going to bring inks that are going to give me close to the colors that Carly T used for her project. She used a lot of blushes, but in a really soft color. I'm going to go a little bit deeper because first of all, I have a larger area to use, and then I also have pictures, so I have to make sure that I balance those two sides. So I'm going to use colors from Blush, Pink Pearl, Dusty Rose, and Pastel Sunrise, and I'm gonna go with the same idea that Carly T used, as in like she just shaded just the flowers. So that's the same thing I'm doing. I'm just gonna start using the colors, and you're gonna see that I'm gonna mix the colors. So I'm gonna start by creating a base, either using Blush or Pink Pearl, just to give it like a soft tone to the flower, and then I'm gonna add accents with Dusty Rose and also a little bit of Pastel Sunrise. So like I said, it's going to be a little bit deeper or more saturated than what Carly T had in her card, but that's okay because I want to change it a little bit, and like I said, I need to balance pictures with it. So this took no time. Again, there's no rhyme and reason on how I'm using. I'm just adding color to my flowers. I want to make sure that they all pop in the vastness of white that is left behind. Now, one thing that I am going to do is add detail to the centers of the pistils of the flowers, and I'm using my gold permanent marker to do this. I'm just gonna add little dots of gold to the little centers of the pistils, not the center of the flowers, just the little centers coming out. Once I have them ready, I'm gonna use the die that comes in your Crafty Life Project Kit just to cut all of them. Like I said, I have 4 of them. I mean, you're only showing 3, but I have 4 of them ready for my project. So now I'm going to go back and take out the paper that is going to be the back of my page, so I know that I can size my background properly. So this is a 5.5 by 8.5 inches paper, and compared to what Carly T had for her card, I'm actually going to bring some color to the background, and it's going to be nice and soft. I am using chalk mint and pool just to create a little bit of color for the background. So I'm using mint chalk just in the center of this paper, and then I'm going to go use pool all around the perimeter of this 5.5 by 8.5 piece of paper. This took some power and some grease, elbow grease, to just get all of this color, and you're gonna see, you barely see it, but it is a little bit darker in real life. It's just the lights are making it look lighter than what it is. But I wanted just something soft. I wanted to make sure that there was a little bit of color difference between the background and the flowers. If you look at the card that Carly T created, she had white on white. I wanted something that was going to give it a little bit more oomph. First of all, because my card or my background is bigger, and I also wanted to make sure, like I said, that I can bring like an entire layer around it. So once I have it ready, I'm going to go ahead and use the die cuts that I created with the stamp and the inks just to create a frame of flowers. So I'm starting by putting 2 of the images at the opposite corners of my spread. Once I'm happy with what they sit, I'm going to go ahead and I glue them with a little bit of foam adhesive. I'm using the thinnest one that I have in my stash. Once I have those in place, place and I'm happy with where they sit it, I am going to secure them, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim the excess carefully. And the reason that I'm trimming it very careful is because I want to make sure that I have those leftover pieces kind of in one single piece so that I can reuse them in my project. So compared to other projects when I just like clean the edges, in this case I'm going to be careful on how I pull them out so they come in the best that I can in one single piece, so then I can play around with them. Like you're gonna see right now, I have this leftover piece. I am gonna go ahead and trim the excess leaves that were hanging around, but then that's gonna help me create that bottom corner in my layout. And then that empty green space, I'm just gonna add one of the leftover flowers, the little pieces, just so it reads as a like more fuller corner. And then I'm going to go do the same at the top. I couldn't find a piece that matched nicely, so I'm going to get another one of the die cuts, and I'm going to go ahead and just put it at the top. Again, you're going to see that I'm very careful when I trim my excess, because then I know that, like I said, I needed 4, but I think I'm going to end up using 3 because I can use some of this into the next project. So once I have that, I'm going to just set it aside and work on the second part of my layout, which is the pocket page part. So what I did is I am using Dewdrops Craft Necessities cardstock. I actually printed my journaling ahead of time. So I'm trimming my journaling card to a 6x4, and then I'm cutting 2 3x4 cards where I'm going to put my pictures. So now that I have ready, you're going to see I have the pictures. I'm going to bring the leftover piece that I had from the previous page, and what I'm doing is I'm just trimming some of the excess leaves. Like I said, I'm being very careful because I know that I can reuse some of these pieces. Once I'm happy with just the flowers, I'm going to go ahead and set them on the card. You're going to see that I added my journaling towards the left of the card. That means that I have space on the right to add my flowers. Sorry. Again, I'm going to go ahead and trim the excess. I don't mind if something is coming at the top. There's leftover pieces at the top. That's okay. But I don't want anything on the right or the left hand side. And then I'm just going to bulk up the little design by adding the leftover pieces that I have from the other page. Simple as that. I'm not afraid to further or fussy cut my die cuts to make it work for my page. That's the whole purpose of making a one-of-a-kind page. Once I'm happy with what this looks like, I think I'm really happy with that little corner, bringing that extra or bringing some of the title page onto the pocket page. Now it's all gonna be about securing my pictures in place. Once I have that, I'm going to bring sentiment to my pictures. I am using the stamp set from the Project Life, the Crafty Life Project, Craftier Life Project Kit. This is the Flower Arch stamp set. I'm going to stamp the sentiments at the bottom of the pictures. Then I'm going to use the On The Go Loving Sentiments, on one go, and I use one of them to bring a second sentiment to my journaling card. Now that I have that set in place, I'm going to work on the title. For this, I am using the Timeless Sentiments number 3, which is the holiday edition, and I'm going to use the same paper. I'm using Dewdrops to create the shadow of the offset, and I'm using Dazzling Diamond Glitter cardstock to create the detailed lettering. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and glue it to the center of that frame of flowers that I created using a little bit of foam adhesive. You're going to see that I moved some of the flowers around. It's easy to trim them. And then I want to bring a little extra shine to my layout and take advantage of the blush that I have going on the background. So I went ahead and pulled some of the pearl dots. These are pearl dots in blush, and I'm just going to add them around the little cluster around the journaling page, that little card that I have going. And then I'm going to add a few around the title. I don't want to add them around the flowers because I already have those centers with the gold permanent marker, so I don't need to add extra details there. Once I have that, that's pretty much my page. It came out, like I said, super simple. I love the color pop because you have that teal, that soft teal on the background, and then that makes those blush flowers pop a little bit more than having them white on white, which works great for my layout. And I hope you enjoy it and it gives you an idea for a project of your own. As always, you can find more details of this on the blog, and if you have any further questions, you can always contact me. I would love to help you. Don't forget to check the blog and also subscribe to the channel for more beautiful content. And I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys.
Hello there! Did that video just spark your creativity? And do you want more project ideas and inspiration videos too? Well, if you do, please make sure that you subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you do click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye!